Championship Boxing continues to bring you the very best in the world in boxing. Presented by Premier Boxing Championship, the heavyweight championship of the world. Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, 38-0 with 37 KOs, highest knockout ratio in the history of boxing. Undefeated American heavyweight champion from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Luis King Kong Ortiz, who, by the way, was stuck in the inclement weather, waited at an airport most of the night. His flights were canceled. Was not able to get in this morning, but he's listening on the phone right now, and he will be able to say a few words and answer questions as part of this press conference. 27-0, 23 KOs from Miami, Florida, originally from Camagüey, Cuba, the former interim WBA heavyweight champion, 343-19 as an amateur. This is as good as it gets. And this is the toughest fight that Deontay Wilder could engage in right now. This is the hardest fight out there for him, the most difficult opponent he possibly could fight. And there's only one reason this fight is happening. Not because his management or his promoter twisted his arm or wanted this or said, hey, Deontay, you gotta fight Luis Ortiz. Because this man is the heavyweight champion of the world. He knows he's the best, and he insisted on proving it. This isn't even the biggest economic opportunity for him. A lot of money had to get paid to a mandatory contender to step aside and take another fight. This fight is happening because this man wants the world to know that he is afraid of no one, that he is prepared to fight anyone, and that he is the best heavyweight in the world today. And I could not be prouder of him for making this fight happen, because that is the reason this fight is happening. Tickets for the event are on sale. They're priced at $1,000 for VIP ringsides, $650 for ringsides, down to a $60 ticket. They can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com, BarclaysCenter.com, or by calling 1-800-745-3000. They could also be purchased at the box office at the Barclays Center. Once again, the Barclays Center hosting one of the best fights you can make in the world today. That's a credit to Brett Yormark and everybody that works for him at the Barclays Center to bring this fight to their building. There's another great show on October 14th. The young man standing right here, Erickson Lubin. Why don't you jump up here for a second, Erickson? We want everybody to come to the sensational 154-pound triple header on October 14th. Erickson is fighting Charlo in a fight that should be sensational between two undefeated young studs for a title. There are two other great heavy 54-pound championship fights on the card. I want to announce right now that there's a special promotion that we're putting into effect. The PBC Championship Package. People can sit in the same seats for October 14th and November 4th. By calling Ticketmaster.com or calling the group sales team at the Barclays Center, you can sit in the same seats, get a special discount on tickets, and no service fees. So is a reduced price if you attend both events, and you actually have almost like a fall ticket package. You're sitting in the same seats for October 14th and November 4th. Erickson, do you want to say one word?
Just want to say, everybody get your tickets now. There will be fireworks October 14th as well as November 4th. So get your tickets now, man. It's hammer time.
I want to bring up the man that's making this possible and that's going to be able to bring it to such a huge audience. This is a great, great heavyweight fight. And again, people don't have to dip into their pockets. They just have to be Showtime subscribers. And anyone who's a boxing fan who's not a Showtime subscriber is out of their mind anyway. So I'm going to bring up the man that makes the fights for Showtime, runs Showtime Sports, Steven Espinosa.
Thanks, Lou. This has been a strong year for boxing. More specifically, it's been a really strong year for Showtime Boxing. Wilder Ortiz will be the 23rd live boxing event on Showtime this year. And they've been important fights, meaningful fights, not showcases, not a big name versus a nobody. In fact, 16 times this year on Showtime, we featured an undefeated fighter taking on another undefeated fighter. That's 16 times this year alone. So we know on Showtime, you're seeing the best fighting the best. No other network is doing that. No other network is as committed to delivering the most significant, the highest quality fights in the sport of boxing. So without question, it's been a great year. But we may have saved the best for last here. We've got 2 top 5 heavyweights, maybe top 2, top 3, depending on what rankings you look at. Both undefeated, combined record, 65-0, 60 knockouts. This is the best fight that can be made in the heavyweight division. There's no question in that. It'll be the 8th world title fight that Showtime has featured over the last 2 years. Obviously, a good number of those have featured the man to my right here. I know Deontay wants to unify the division and have an undisputed champion. I know Showtime wants the same thing. I know the fans and the media want the same thing. The only way to do that is for the best to fight the best, which is happening on November 4th. So we can't wait. We'll see you then.
Well, this is a kind of announcement that would have made Jake LaMotta proud. We have on the phone King Kong, Luis Ortiz, certainly one of the greatest amateur heavyweights in the history of boxing. Undefeated as a pro, a knockout artist in his own right. Kelly, can we get Luis to say a few words?
Yeah, Steve, I'm here.
Okay, Luis, can you just have him say a few words and then we'll come back for Q&A?
Te voy a pasar palabras, todo esto para atrás. Habla español y yo digo, So he says he's here, you know, that he's ready to go. He's excited about the fight, and he wants to just get there November 4th and do what he has to do.
Anything else before we break for a minute and we'll come back for Q&A?
No, he's fine. He's ready to go.
Okay, stand by for the question.
King Kong Ortiz, by the way, has been sort of like the boogeyman of the division. Everyone has known that this is the toughest guy out there to fight. You haven't heard Anthony Joshua screaming, "I want to fight Luis Ortiz." You haven't heard anybody screaming, "I want to fight Luis Ortiz." And a lot of people were shocked to hell when they heard that Deontay Wilder wants to fight Luis Ortiz. Not only wants to fight him, but insisted upon it. Before I bring up Deontay, I want to bring up his great friend, trainer, co-manager, JD's, who's been screaming at me for the last 6 or 8 months. And by the way, the inactivity since the last fight, it really has been due to our desire to fight the best and not to fight a mandatory that no one had any interest in seeing. And this is how long it took to get this deal done. And this is the deal the champion wanted. This is the deal Jay wanted. Jay, why don't you come up and say a few words?